Hello, stream.
So,
Oh, jeez.
as what she said. Get my
Gotcha,
pen,
Gala.
get my notes. I got everything
Mm.
ready to go.
Shit, taking notes is a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, my goal is like I talked to the therapist about this today. My goal is to start getting more focused on my note taking and stuff like that. Because right now D&D works, but I don't know. I'm not having really the idea of us using like a different kind of system, and I feel like, you know, let's see what happens because I don't know. I talked to Nick about. I talked to Black Death. Black Death is a fan of the new updates with the books. Ethan, I know
He is or is no?
he is. He's happy about the new changes.
As in the new 2024 books?
Yeah, I debate if I wanted to go to that. I want to get your guys' opinions on that before I begin.
What I'd be interested in doing is, and I'm not saying we should do this tonight or even next week, but whenever we have time and can, we should want to run a one shot with the new rules to see how they're different. Because right now I don't know enough about the differences between the two in order to make a good decision.
It's fair.
So we're running the new rules in a game with Teddy. Humblewood.
We are.
Yeah,
Oh, we are.
yeah, Humblewood.
There's so many games. I'm sorry.
No, trust me. I was looking at my calendar this week, and I'm like, I might know which days I have D&D.
You lucky bitch.
Oh.
I might get D&D once a week. Now that I'm playing with y'all again, I do get D&D at least once a week again, and it's fucking fantastic.
We have it twice a week, every week.
Sometimes 3 times.
When's 3 times?
Lucky bitches.
When Michael runs his game.
Which I'll be joining soon. So that includes me.
Yeah, no, like yesterday would have been Michael's game. Today would be Embers. Next week would be Vepa and Humblewood.
Vepa Underwood. Okay.
Oh, is that how that is working now?
That's how it works out. I rewrote a bunch. Oh, I never changed it in Humblewood. But yeah, that's how it's written out for everything.
Okay.
So it's Sunday, Monday, and then the next week it's Monday, Tuesday.
Yep.
So much D&D. So much D&D. I love it.
So much.
I like how I'm gonna be getting more D&D with IRL, with in-person experience now. With because it's been so long since I've actually played with like a table. Because I did that with you guys a couple months ago, and before that it was layers. But anywho, now that was in my little notes before I began, because I'm gonna give you guys an item, and I was like, old D&D rules or new D&D rules. So yeah. Anyway,
It is an important difference.
yeah. So want to talk about that, but to kind of talk about what happened last session, you guys were finding out that the various cloud giant factions were employing small folk to go on prove-it missions. You guys, in particular, went to a rogue sky island that was approaching towards the center of the kingdom, or the duchy, more or less. When it was you guys went over to Sky Island. You defeated the cloud giant who was guiding it towards the duchy, and you also defeated the monster that was its pet. A monster that was so OP and so broken that if Ethan didn't do the one thing, I probably would have wiped everyone out and been like, well, you guys are suddenly captured and are left alive and given the evil bad guy lecture. But yeah, that's
We lived.
You lived.
We did.
Yeah, but unfortunately, a reality came in, and that is Carl was William sent something that was his trump card against you guys, and that is Child Protective Services took Carl. deeming him a minor and not able to be with the party as being a minor. I did talk to Black Death literally today about that, and he says if things work out, because he might be getting a new job, he can do Embers again, but for now he's gonna do a solo journey in Peru and come back an adult probably. Yeah, I have a whole little one shot I have arranged for him, but yeah, this is where you guys left off. You guys are taken back to the Embraced Winds, the friendly Sky Island faction, and it is late. You guys basically are called to an emergency meeting with the representative who spoke to you, whose name was what's his fucking name? Your mom. I'm kidding. Thurnis, you guys, you know, it is just Ivan, Nutmeg, and our clown who is currently doing like mime things in the corner, but he's not very good at it, so it's like a 5-year-old doing it. He's like, look, I'm a mime in a box. Thurnis speaks to you guys as you are on a podium, speaking to this giant on his eye level, and goes, I gotta say, guys, I didn't realize how bad that was. You know, I'll be honest, we are incredibly amazed by you. The fact that you took over the island, because we did discover via manifesto from the cloud giant you killed that he was trying to navigate that Sky Island towards the other Sky Islands via suicide run. So it's a very good thing you got him. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and give you our reward for that. He looks over his notes and goes, Yes. Yeah. You all will receive 500 gold pieces each. We have an item to give, being the Skylanders staff, which is a thing on D&D Beyond, spelled SKYHLINDER, and 1 permanent player home on one of our islands. Question for you now is: do you want your home to be a with other other small folk, or do you want true lone island home? What do you prefer?
I don't get a vote. I'm not there.
Oh yeah, you're not there. Yeah. So yeah, he looks at Nutmeg and
Ivan.
Sorry, I was looking up that item.
I was failing to look up that item.
Huh?
You said it's the Skylanders?
Oh man, let me look it up.
I found the Sky Blinder staff.
That's what it is. Sky Blinder. Sky
Okay.
Blinder. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that's the item. You go, so yeah. The plus sides of having your own tiny Sky Island is it's small and you can't really build much with it, but it's a little bit easier to get around. You're still at the pace of a cloud, but what are you gonna do? It's an island. Or, and he holds this, or he takes this, he does this motion, takes it back, and goes, I can offer you a better deal. And this is the deal that involves why I initially hired you all. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I have to get in character. Duh.
All right, that's excellent to hear, man. Because tomorrow, not tomorrow, but 2 days from now, we're gonna have a Senate meeting with the other factions in the duchy, and we're gonna approve on a plan to assault Order of the First Son's Cloud Duchy. And we are doing this because in a far off area that was in the planes of existence, more or less, was a holy fortress that is important to us. It's considered one of the first Cloud Islands. It is said that within its secrets is the creation of more Cloud Islands, and it's something very important for us, and something we're still trying to figure out. Well, the First Son's Cloud Kingdoms attacked our guards and brought under their control. But not just with them, but with small folk too. And the small folk have been building and then utilizing the old cracks of the fortress, which I don't know if you know, what was built long ago by small folk, meaning stairwells within wells, and the stairwells between the walls where giants yondered. It's a very important holy place to us, and they took it and they're bringing it towards the First Son's faction. So this is what we're gonna do. He goes, everyone has their own thing, but for you guys, you're gonna represent us and help out throughout the way by diplomacy, but by aiding others. Sorry, I'm getting my notes confused by other. Let me redact that. I'm getting back off my notes. Redact that. Okay. You're going to represent us in the mission. For what part we will play, we'll find out during the Senate meeting. He pulls out a piece of paper. He goes, now, for a higher sum, I would like to have you, the Anti-Social Society. Do you want me to just put your acronym?
Always.
Okay. AS.
I had forgotten that's what we're called.
Ass.
Mhm.
All right.
Was that whose idea was that again?
Oh, man, I don't know.
For some reason, I feel like I had something to do with it, but I also immediately and instinctively want to blame one of or both of the Knicks.
Let's just
Yeah.
blame both the Knicks because they're not here to defend themselves, so it's our
And
fault.
freaking tastic.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's
I
what
know
we're
that
gonna
at
do.
least I couldn't have been involved.
This is true.
I want to say you started it by saying that we're antisocial, and it just went from there.
That's possible. You know, that's I'd believe
Yeah.
that. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to believe it, but I could.
I mean, Relix was very antisocial.
Yeah. Yeah. Relix wanted to go drink alone and just let him be by himself and depressed and drunk.
In his defense, that was mainly because of the trickster.
And William, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'll stop sidebarring and sidetracking.
Oh, you're good. I forget. Thurnis. Anyway, Thurnis has you guys sign the contract, and basically says we will offer you a compensation after the operation is completed, and yeah, here's the keys, and tell you what, yeah, here's the keys to your current. Sorry. Here's the keys to your current place. It is a hotel it is a marvelous hotel where other small folk go. And when it comes to that whole on the Sky Island thing, he winks and he's like, we'll catch up on that after we do the big stuff. Does that sound like a plan? Excellent.
Duh.
Sounds like a plan.
Excellent, excellent. Well, in that case, take care, get your rest from kicking ass, and in 2 days we'll see you down in the Senate. All right. So, as he walks away, and as you guys go down the steps, you meet Peter, waiting there before you, and goes, "Well, hello, guys. It's me, Peter." He goes, "Please, hello. I noticed we're a little short today. Our clown friend's being unusually very quiet. And Carl has been taken by child services. So,
No one's fault here.
no one's fault. I didn't even know, Anyway, apparently he's finding his voice, so to speak, in South Illyria. But regardless, for a big operation that's coming, we're kind of short. So, and as he's walking, you see waiting in a lobby right by the windows, showing the intricacy of the islands, is Alex's character. Peter holds out his hand and goes, "This is
Bowl.
Vol."
So y'all see an average height Goliath, and when I say average height, I mean average human height. So he's like 5'8", 5'7", 5'9", something like that. He's got a bunch of fucking weapons on him. And he's got a lot of spiraling and snaking tattoos on him. They go all the way up, and they kind of stop at where the neck meets the chin. So there's like some tendrils and stuff poking up just above the chin, but that's where they stop. That's it. Just this buff, really fucking tatted Goliath.
Ivan kind of looks you up and down, eyes the weapons, and says, "We will get along."
Good.
Excellent,
Nice to
excellent,
meet you.
excellent. Good. Well, come follow me. You can. I'll walk you to your place. Which, by the way, if you're ever looking for more mercs to play, in case we're a little short-sighted, we're short-handed tonight, let me know. Not everyone I have to employ has to stay with us for the long run. I think we're okay, unless William starts murking some of them. And as he says that, you hear a familiar voice go, I don't know if I've murked some yet. Gotten some ideas. I definitely killed a few of your friends, that's for sure. And down the stairwell walking next to Vol is William, and he looks at Helio and goes, "Wow, you are a muscular fellow. Definitely like Borderlands short man energy."
Your fall is silent, but just looking William up and down with a raised eyebrow. Several times.
Yes, welcome to the party, and welcome to this creature that isn't so infatuated with me cannot leave me alone. He just really wants piece of this.
Hey man, what can I say? I really like ass.
You look like someone who would.
And you aren't?
I just don't make
Wall-
it my whole personality is all.
For now.
William laughs. He goes, regardless, funny or not, I just want to check in, guys. Hey, Peter. Doing well, you see. But anyway, guys, this whole operation you're gonna go on is really gonna play a big factor in this war with this siege going on in Merka. If you do everything right, you'll screw over the entirety of the cloud of the Cloud Duchy of the Sun, and will really hamper me and the bad guys in the siege. That is, if you pull it off. If you die, you might be kind of shit out of luck. If you cower it out, then that's a different argument.
William, I have a question.
What?
Who asked?
Jesus Christ, you guys are roasting me alive today.
Vol tries to poke William. You're not hot. You're not roasting.
I look over at Vol. He looks over at Vol and goes, "You're gonna be a fun addition." Yes.
Is this normal?
Yes.
Sadly, yes.
Is he friendly?
No.
Well, depends.
Vol
Tim's friend.
starts walking towards the party and then turns around and backs away from William. He doesn't turn his back to William anymore. He just starts backing towards everyone else.
There is one quality in friend. It means friend. Friend know when to shut up. He can't shut up. He just keep talking.
That's fair. I do tend to ramble here and there, but I try and be straight with some stuff. And one of the things I'd be straight with this. If you pull off your little operation the next few days here and impact shit and impact everything, it's going to impact everything. In fact, it will delay the siege by, I would say, about 2 weeks. Your actions alone, if you pull off everything you're going to do in the very soon. That 2 weeks, hey, do as you wish. Maybe amp it up or cut this. Sorry, I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting over my words. I lost my words here. I don't know. I don't know with those 2 weeks. Find out everything you've earned, and enjoy it. Maybe learn how to fly. Not like Nutmeg, but literally fly a plane. Who knows? Spoiler alert. Regardless, your actions will actually have impact on if you're from here on out. Let's see if you guys pull it off. Good luck, and may the clouds be with you. As he disappears. And
If I had a mining crew in an entire month, I could not get all the shit out of him. Because he's so full of shit.
yes,
But he's given us a lot of shit too.
he has.
When you say he's given you shit, do you mean in the physical good shit, or the verbal bad shit?
Wait.
Yes.
Did you just say the physical good shit?
He did.
Are you saying that if somebody came up to you and said, "Here's some shit," and handed you a turd, you would be like, "Ah, just what I've been waiting for"?
No.
Would you say, "Ah, just like Mama used to make"?
Brings the question: is bigger better at that point?
Peter, I have regrets. Is it too late?
Welcome to Ace. Peter chuckles and goes, "I don't know, man. I mean, you know what? I understand. Where you're coming from, but hold on. I have second thoughts. I'm going to use the restroom, and hopefully then I can also provide you a solid answer."
I'm assuming I ask that knowing the answer is probably no, and I don't want it to be yes, but it's just fucking funny.
At least it's not liquid.
I'm gonna pull Ivan to the side and ask him: does he realize that ass is our name, right?
I don't know that he's figured that out yet. He might not know.
This might be bad.
Oh my god.
I really need to remember that Vol doesn't know that. Vol shouldn't know that. Well, would he? Would Peter might have told him that?
I filled you
What?
in just enough. to
We're
get
the
you on board, my
antisocial
man.
society.
That I'd be joining ass. I don't know.
Vold, much like human centipede, we are joining ass.
Good lord. The Order of the Equilibrium has hired its finest.
It has.
Because I'm glad you all
Could not find anyone better.
You can see the gears trying to turn in Vol's head, and he's just not computing.
Peter speaks and goes, I see you all have plenty of time to get along. Well, and by this point you guys are getting closest to your house after a while of speaking and walking, and Peter goes, just so you all know, I have a recap for everything we have. And he pulls up his notepad and goes, you have one war blimp, which will be available at the end of the summer, or an upgrade to a Zeppelin based on what you did. And, I don't know if Vol knows this, but your Regis side is paying off. Secondly, you have a home with a harbor in Eldway and a longboat destroyer. Really old, needs to be updated. But if you're ever wondering your big expenses, that's what you have for now. And now I'll add Sky Island ? To this. And he looks at you all and goes, I really need to get you all like a teleportation system.
And probably an accountant.
Why do we need an accountant? We have me.
Fair enough. I wasn't going to volunteer you, but
I usually hold all the gold.
that's true.
Till someone takes all the gold.
In my defense, I am holding not any gold.
Because you spent all of it. You took all the gold. Now, and keep in mind, I either have to be floating or look directly up at you. I can't really say no to you.
This is fair.
So far, as a recap, this is ass. A lot of jokes are to be had. There's a crazy magician with a monocle. There's a whole lot of trust issues. And sometimes y'all either take everything or a word by word, letter by letter, literal, or you can't take anything seriously.
Yep.
Am I missing anything?
That sounds about right.
I don't think you missed anything.
I mean, I tried. I mean, I did leave bullet points for him.
Okay.
Now come. You're a new member. We must give you welcoming bowl of borscht.
Borscht?
Borscht.
What
Come,
temperature
it is just like my grandmother make it.
You realize borscht is one letter away from bullshit, right?
Yes. That is where the I is very key difference.
Vol takes a rations out of his backpack and just starts eating.
At this point, you guys arrive to your hotel room. The doors are open. It's very comforting. It's built on the side of a wall of a giant structure, what appears to be a house for a single family. But in this case, the wall of tenants literally can hold about a dozen or so. Your room is quite large and has multiple rooms in it, of at least about 2. And there, Peter turns on the lights for the kitchen and goes, I left you ingredients just for the borscht, because I know you.
Oh. As Ivan kind of shoulders off the saddlebags that he carries around, he opens one up. He says, I always carry around the ingredient for borscht.
Perfect. You already came prepared. Well, guys, the Senate meets not tomorrow, but the day after, so do as you wish in the Cloud Kingdoms, in the Cloud Giants. If not, you just want to do nothing and just wait for the Senate, works by me. Good.
And as he's saying this, Ivan has gotten out a massive mortar and pestle and has started crushing beets in it.
I'll leave you to your professional work. And Peter steps out. So?
So what is it exactly we do?
Mostly
Or
kill
what are we?
things. Mostly kill stuff that guy tells us to kill.
Do we have a current target?
No, that is where we go to Senate meeting tomorrow or day after. We go to Senate meeting. They tell us who we kill. We go kill them.
Uh-huh. I also have a above table question. Just because I think it's gonna be really fucking funny. Is the trickster already in the room?
Oh yeah.
It's like someone picked up the box he was in and set him in the corner, so he's still doing the same thing from before. He's just in the new room.
Yeah, now he's starting to juggle a little bit with the pieces of borscht that were in the fridge, and then he threw up on the air, and you see him grab it with his mouth, and then he starts choking, and then he starts choking, and then starts mimicking the signs of help me. And he lays on the ground and with the borscht in his mouth, and then he gets back up, pulls it out, and goes ta-da. He starts juggling again.
About 30 seconds later, Ivan's gonna walk up behind him and place a very solid metal fist at a high rate of speed into his back. And he say, "Oh, sorry, thought you were choking."
It jolts him forward. And
I'm gonna just for the fuck of it, let's pretend that I was positioned in front of him, so he was like across the room from me.
Yeah.
He gets pushed forward. I'm gonna stop him. Final question: who the fuck is the clown?
He's the clown.
He's the one who chokes on the borscht.
Yeah. He's part of that.
He also has some kind of thing with butter.
The trickster pulls
Vol
out a gun.
throws the clown over his shoulder, carries him to the nearest door that isn't the front door, opens it, literally throws him in the room, and closes the door behind him. And then
That
comes
is
back
what
to the
we
kitchen.
normally do. Yeah.
Okay.
He's fitting in quite well already.
That used to be my job, but you can have now.
Okay. I'm gonna find a room and set the weapons down. I find the nearest hallway and find the closest room that isn't the one that I threw the trickster in and just go in there. I set my stuff down and I'll come back.
I'm gonna watch Ivan and make sure that he's cooking the borscht cold. Because the best way to serve borscht is cold.
Oh, actually, at the end of the cooking process, Ivan uses his frost breath on the
Ooh,
borscht to make it really cold.
it's just ice.
It's frozen. Block of borscht.
It's like borscht but a slushy.
Nutmeg's gonna take a cup out and just pour it in the cup at that point.
And Ivan presents it to Volt. He says, "Word of advice: never leave your weapons too far away."
Oh boy.
That monocle guy you saw earlier has this really bad habit of showing up in like very unexpected situations. Always good to have weapon.
I take the bowl and set it down, and I walk back to my room, pick up a shield, and then walk. And then I attempt to eat the borscht. I'm gonna assume it's just like, I don't know. I'm attempting to eat the slush, and Vol's just silent because he's just not gonna comment.
I just
All in
realized
all, it's like pretty bad borscht, and it's slushy.
Mm-hmm. He's doing his best to keep it down and keep his mouth shut.
technically me and Nick J are the only two that have actually been with William since the beginning.
Carl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Carl's
right.
not here.
That's
He's
right.
in protective services.
You're right.
Due to no one's fault.
I still remember that very first session 1 where we meet William. And I remember since I took a feat, I had Misty Step at level 1. So I teleport out from the rubble that we were stuck under in front of William. And then I'm like, "Hi, I'm Relix. Nice to meet you." And I try and shake his hand. And it just went fucking downhill from there. I tried to be friendly once, and that was it.
Yeah,
It happens.
happens.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Once the borscht is done, what time is it?
It's about late at night now. You know, I would say it's a late dinner you guys had.
Okay. And I'm going to assume that Vol wasn't just sitting there waiting for them to be done meeting with the giants, so then Vol's gonna hit the hay. Thank you for the borscht. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
All
I
right.
can't believe he ate whole bowl.
Stabbing it with like a fork. I'm still trying to get through the top.
Ivan hands you an ice pick.
Is it Ivan or nutmeg sized?
Oh, it's Ivan sized.
I'm gonna regret this. So nutmeg, what he's gonna do is he's gonna sit like cross-legged on the couch with like the thing in between his legs. And he's just gonna take the ice pick and start doing this to try to break through the top.
That's awesome.
That's how I eat borscht.
Well, if you finish your, it takes you considerably a lot longer than Vol, considering Vol had much more slush and liquid, and you had, you know, you were Iceman with ice pick, you know. But you do get your portion.
Good.
The night does end, and in the morning you are treated to a knock on the door, being that of a servant of a servant Furbolg in formal attire with a cart behind in front of him, who opens the door.
I'll open the door.
All right. Is this the Antisocial Society?
It is.
Oh, so that's what we're called.
Yes. Nice. Here is your breakfast as well as rations worth of lunch for today. Dinner is on your tab. You're cordially invited to the Senate tomorrow for a closed-door meeting with the factions of the Duchy of Skyham. Tell Jolly now. He goes up to the tables and drops off the meal. The one meal is what looks to be like an egg, but it's like the size of a bowling ball, and the egg itself has been cracked, and it's just scrambled egged everywhere. It looks like a mountain of scrambled eggs. Bacon, instead of bacon being just like regular strips of bacon, it's just a slab of bacon, just fizzled up, and it's fizzled up, and so thick that light cuts were made. So instead of it being like bacon, just like you break it off and everything, it's like pork belly itself. Which I will, and last thing being vegetables of several grapes, the size of grapefruits. So yeah, that is your breakfast, as well as 2 days worth of rations.
Ivan grabs his bottle of breakfast vodka.
The Meg's going to just keep eating.
I'm gonna pocket my rations, and any rations y'all don't take.
Ivan eats pretty much everything that's in front of him. Got to keep up that protein.
Teddy, do you want your share of rations?
Sure.
All right, you guys have the breakfast of champions, and have lunch rations that are pretty all right in itself. Now, there is some shops and stuff nearby. There's a little sections that's made for small folk if you all want to go shopping or anything like that. But other than that, you guys ready just to go on to the next day?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, dope. We begin then at the Senate. It is a closed session. It is you, a few other groups of small folk, and the Senate leaders. The Senate, a speaker steps forward. She is and mind you, this Senate is huge, but these are cloud giants who stand about 20-ish, 20-ish feet or so, are speaking in giant. Which, by the way, Carl is the only one who spoke giant, right?
Nope, Ivan speaks giant.
I did not plan this, but Vol also happens to speak giant.
Oh, perfect. While you guys are waiting while you guys were going in earlier, the other cloud representatives were stepping out of the chambers, and one of them looks over and a little one speaks in giant goes, "Our duchy sends small folk to do a giant's work. God, no wonder we're falling apart."
And who says this as they?
As you guys are walking in, it's one of the cloud. It seems to be a cloud giant representative. Just
Is like
speaking.
sitting up front, or like is standing by as we're walking by?
Yeah, standing by as you're walking by.
Vol,
Ivan's gonna hold his tongue for now.
Vol isn't going to say anything to them. And at this point, maybe let's say it's come up for the fuck of it that that Ivan knows Giant, and we both know Giant. And so as we're walking by them and still in earshot, I say loud enough in Giant, "I wonder what we're going to talk about today."
Ivan will respond in giant. Probably how the giants can't do anything, so they need the small folk to do it themselves.
With the cloud giant representative, who appears to be from the Seared Horizons, the military faction, a jaw drops and goes,
What? I'm on camera.
"Oh,
I don't care. You help me.
hi, Skylar."
Hi. You help me.
His jaw drops and goes, and he mutters and goes, "Those little bastards."
Broke it.
We're walking away at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's broken. It's broken damn good. I'll fix it some other time.
Yeah. So
You put it in your closet.
No, you can keep it in your room.
1 second, guys. Let me check something here.
You broke it. Take it in your room. I already
Kyle,
talked to you about it. Go.
Kyle, didn't you say you needed to use the bathroom like 20 minutes ago?
Me?
No, the other Kyle in DC.
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm kind
Right.
of
Okay.
just estimating how much I want to. I'm kind of estimating how much we can do tonight. Just because I see the tonight going one or two ways. One way is I think I have too much planned for us to be completed, just because, we got, as a DM, you gotta make general room for like just bullshit,
Yeah.
especially when you bring in a new player, because we haven't played with Alex in a while. Alex, welcome back.
Hello.
So yeah. Also the Knicks Nick J had like a thing with his family plan, so like that's why he couldn't come. But Black Death, I don't know if I told you guys, but Black Death is actually getting caught up enough on his job, and with a new job possibly, that he can probably come back. He can come back as Carl. So we'll have 5 players.
Wow.
So that's why I'm not like too upset, because if we don't finish, because hey, you guys will get the rest of everyone back. I wonder how I'll justify Carl just suddenly not being under his parents' control anymore. Anyway, I digress the fuck out of that. My apologies.
Be able to like storm CPS.
I mean, that would be a fun side quest.
Yeah, maybe it isn't that he's no longer under his parents' thing. It's we go just fucking break him out.
Oh my god. Do I just scrap everything I have planned and say, "Hey guy, this off day you're getting Carl back"?
I mean, don't scrap everything. We could be like, hey, we just got a tip that Carl's doing a CPS interview and he's like 1 city away.
Yeah.
And then we just go and we burn Child Protective Services to the ground.
I mean,
I definitely think
Go ahead.
I definitely think that this is not a now thing, because
No.
it'd be horrible if we scrapped everything and we go and burn shuttle services and we find Carl and we get Carl back, and then Black Death is like, the job is different. It's not what I thought it was. I can't come back and play. Like, well, fuck.
Yeah, I was just thinking like, oh hey, we're not scrapping as much as we're like, having a very eventful one day. I know.
This is the replacement of the one shot that Carl was gonna have, because if he comes back early,
Yeah, exactly. Like,
granted, I don't know how much time would have passed, so like, who knows?
well, I also wonder. Well, I've always wondered, like, as William, would William just like bring everyone to Peru and be like, "Hey, here's a little break from the northern fjords. Enjoy the mountains and guinea pigs that are so awesome to pet and succulent that you can eat." But yeah, I don't know. Regardless, we'll just get through as much as we can tonight, and I'll tell you guys what's up because I at least want to play to like. I at least want to play to like 9.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I therapy was a little much,
If I'm being honest with you, I could tell. That's why I asked you how your day was earlier, because I could tell like you've had a long one.
Yeah, I've had a long one.
When it comes to how long we're playing, I'm now in Colorado, Mountain Time. So like it's only 6:30 for me. So whenever y'all want to end it, whenever it's late for y'all, whenever we're at a good stopping point, works for me.
Okay, so that works out. Yeah, I definitely want to start playing consistently at 7. I just I had a lot planned that,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Anyway.
Okay. If we want to, you said you want to play until at least 9, which I think is in roughly 30 minutes for you. And if that's true, then we gotta fucking go.
Okay. I'll tell you guys what. Because honestly, what I have planned for was made for 4 people, but now I can next week if it's 2 people are coming back. This is going to basically be the crescendo. I was telling Black Death about it because he was driving from New Jersey, and this is basically going to be like the Cloud Giant arc crescendo. Would you guys actually be okay just having us play not this month? The next time we play, which is 2 Mondays from now. Hopefully, we'll have both Nicks in and we'll be geared up, ready to do this arc. And because I literally have it in my notes called the Gauntlet, so it really is going to be like a big thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are gonna reward the fuck. You guys can get a big ass reward from it, and I really do mean Williams and me. Oh, what if Carl's big adventure thing is you guys spending 2 weeks in Peru? That'd be kind of fun. William appears and goes, Child Services came in, and they're supposed to do their thing, and then you guys did your thing. And then I realized I'm kind of a god. Anyway, thank you guys for understanding. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream, okay?
Okay.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye,
Our
See you, stream.